This is a borrowed wound being passed down as wisdom. And the women paying the price are our women in our community. You must know whose framework you are standing in before you let it shape your future. Hear me.
Me and this man matched on the apps. His approach was pretty good. He had good banter, which is usually a problem for these people called men. However, in the middle of the chat, we're chatting and he goes, "Can you cook?" Which we all know is a red flag.
Asking if you can cook is a red flag. Guys, I hope you're following. If a woman says asking if you, whew. Hold on.
We always care about when it comes to the argument. Well, we did this, we did that, we did all.
Let me tell you why. A man doesn't want someone to protect him physically. He wants you to make him a sandwich.
Now that's disrespectful.
There was a generation of women in our community at one time who cooked because they loved their families. It was an expression. Who kept their homes because they took pride in what they were building, who understood that a warm meal at the end of a hard day for their man and their family was not submission. It was a language of love that did not require a single word.
So what you guys are watching right there is videos of a wife serving her man food. This is literally all or most of the videos on this couple's page, right? It's just her making food and serving it. And they have over like 100K followers. I thought this was really interesting, right? Things have gotten so bad today that this right here is entertaining to men.
Those women were not weak and they were not oppressed. They knew the weight their husbands carried when they walked out that door every morning, and they chose to make sure that when he walked back through it, he felt the difference between the world out there and the home they had built together.
I know you're from New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I'm only from Jersey,
Yeah,
but I do believe that if he wants a sandwich...
You make daddy a sandwich. No. Let me ask you this. Well, okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out and somebody say something slick to you...
You punch him in the face.
You want me to smack him in his mouth, right?
That's right.
That is not slavery. That is partnership. And I'm just so sick and tired of people using the word slavery so loosely. To me, it's almost like we are minimizing what our ancestors experienced by comparing it to something that we're experiencing today, which is no comparison. But as I said, that is not slavery. That is partnership, covenant, union. It is a covenant union of cooperation. But somewhere between that generation and this one of modern women, those women were reframed. What they did with their hands, their hearts, was called servitude. What they poured into their homes was called wasted potential. And young women were told that the way to honor those women was not to carry what they built forward, but to walk away from it entirely. That's not honor, that's erasure. And we are watching the results of the erasure right now. We've watched it happen to the image of our men. We've watched it happen to the image of our children. And now we're watching them trying to shift and change it in our Black women to impact our homes. We are watching the results of that erasure right now in loneliness, in homes without fathers, in women who have everything the world told them to want and still feel like something is missing. What is missing is what your grandmothers knew. That love is not just something you receive. It is something you build, something you tend, something you pour into the people God placed in your care. Stephen A. Smith did not start a controversy. He held up a mirror to our thought pattern, to what is happening. And what some women saw in that mirror made them very uncomfortable.